once I taught people how to be self-sufficient, eventually they didn't need me. Because if you only give them things that you have and you want to be like the ego guy that's like, I want to be able to teach them, they're always going to count on you. And then it's like Christmas morning, they're always waiting for like presents. They're like, I need more. And they're not self-sufficient. Then you can never travel or leave. You're always having business. So that's why it's important to teach them where to get the information. Hey, there's a great audio book that I learned that taught me, you know how your accountability sheet was great, but right here on this part, you were a little bit below. I know you obviously want to get better. It's not your fault. What is it? You don't want to say it's not your fault, but this is how I got good at this. There was this amazing training. I'm going to get it for you because I value and I know you're going to be here long term. Then they watch it, they get better. And they're like, wow, this is amazing. Just from something he taught me and he showed me, I can get better. Then they want to go learn on their own. And before you know it, you're teaching a self-sufficient person. They're almost thinking like the CEO now. So there's three things that you need to do if you want to build a team and have a thriving team. Expectations, number one. Accountability, number two. Feedback, number three. But there's a specific way to do it. So expectations, accountability, feedback. First thing is expectations. They need to know exactly what to expect that's extremely accurate to what happens and almost exaggerated the opposite way. So for example, in sales, direct sales, when someone gets started, what happens in the first 30 days? Almost always. Anyone know? Lose interest, what else? Yeah, they feel like they want to quit. What else? What happens? Mixed emotions, like they doubt themselves. So when someone would come to my team, I would say, just to let you know, this is not easy. Your first 30 days, you'll feel like you want to quit. You're going to have mixed emotions. Your family's going to tell you to quit to get a normal job. You're going to be mad at me for being tough on you. But if you get past that, which we hired you because I love, and say something you actually genuinely like about them because of blank, blank, blank. After you get past that, you'll see some amazing results, and you're gonna love the new skills you have. So whatever is accurate, right? The problem with a lot of direct sales and network marketing companies is like, oh, you're gonna crush it, you're gonna make so much money, this lifestyle's gonna be amazing. So if you give expectations of something positive and they go through something negative, 9 out of 10 times they subconsciously lose respect for you as a leader and they quit. So if you get a new job and the expectations are here and what you see is here, it's always like bad taste. So first step is giving crystal clear expectations of exactly what to expect in the first couple months. And sharing with them what are the most important metrics for them to measure that make their position valuable. Okay, so when we would have key staff meetings in all of our meetings, we had a physical office, so it's a little bit different than network marketing. I had a 2,800 physical office space. We did trainings in-house, and we had receptionists and campus relations, and all these employees too. So we'd have meetings, and I would share with people the purpose and the understanding of adding value, becoming more valuable to the company, and the more value you create, the more you get paid. So I would let them know that, think about if Bradley left, if he was gone for a month, what would happen? And sometimes people will be like, nothing. The business will stay the same. He's only selling $500 a week. So he can't tell me, I need to make more money. It's like, he's not like making the calls he needs to make. And I love him, he's amazing, but he's just not putting in the work. Now, you want to be tough on the results, soft on his people. So you tell me you're going to do 20 appointments next week, right? And you know, dude, you're amazing. What the hell? You did 3 appointments. Are you kidding me? Like, people look up to you, they respect you, they love you, they always are asking me if they can field train with you, but you did 3 appointments. Why? See, now you're like, shit, you're right. I'm tough on his results, soft on him as a person. See? So he wants to crush it for me. If I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You're an idiot. He's like, screw you, and he's quitting. But I'm calling him out because that's what leaders do, is they hold him to high standards, but I'm not But I'm saying you're amazing. People look up to you, respect you. You told everyone you were going to do 20 appointments. You did 3. Right? You're right. Most of the A players, but you're right on that. I'll crush this. Right? So expectations, giving them clear and proper guidance, and then letting them know the value. So another example, let's say you're super valuable, right? You're doing all kinds of recruiting, you're marketing, you're running trainings for me, you're taking over a lot of the stuff. What happens, guys, and this is with my team, what happens if Ramaya left for a week? You'd be screwed. That's why he's crushing it. That's why he's valuable. Makes this kind of money. So there's no hierarchy in the company. Like, why is there? They have to understand the value of it. So number 2 is accountability. Now there needs to be systems in place. Like you said, they sent a text message, right? There needs to be systems where you know that the results that they are focused on in their position are being created. So accountability. So our receptionist knew exactly what they were keeping track of, the show percentage, the calls. Our sales reps knew that all we wanted is how many calls they made, how many appointments they did, how many they sold on. So like how many calls? How was your week? How many calls you made? Well, no. I don't need a story. A story doesn't fit in a little box, right? I need a number. Because that number tells me everything about the week. Because trust me, human beings are the best validators. They will give you the most creative validations of why they didn't do what they were supposed to. You wouldn't even believe it. And someone like you're like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear all the validation or excuses. I just want to see why this wasn't done. Because this is the main part of your job, for this result. So accountability is a sheet, a text message, an email, a document, a video, a blueprint, whatever it is. But it's something that holds them accountable. And there's 3 things that I used to do on this accountability sheet. Average, like superstar, and below average. So if they're keeping track of stats or they're keeping track of how many calls, it's like the average call a rep makes in the office is 110. You being a superstar is anything over 140, 150. What are you doing? It's like less than 50 calls. Something like that, where they know if they want it. You want to let them decide if they want to be an A player or not. Because if you just push them, this is more like pull motivation versus pushing. Right? So when someone comes to me, I get people all the time when they first start with my company, I want to crush it. I'm like, so does everybody else. Everyone wants to crush it. This is what it actually takes. We break it down. Show up early the next 3 days at 6:30 a.m. We'll go do some extra training. And this is the numbers. If you hit these exact numbers and do these exact things, you will do this. But right, you're saying you want to crush it. Everyone does. But what happens is, as they get in here, this is so challenging that they quit, and they validate to me why they didn't crush it. Then they usually quit because they feel bad. I don't want that to happen. That's good. And they're like, damn. This was all years of me trying to figure people out, becoming obsessed with helping people and like trying to spark them. Because I used to get every system I created was created from something that made me mad. So we would have training people, and there's always those people, I'm gonna break your record. And I got so sick of people talking. I'm like, everyone says that. What age do people start talking? 3. So a 3-year-old could someone break the record. There's 15 people that have records up here, and we've got thousands of people. You really think you're gonna do this? If you're serious, come tomorrow morning, I'll meet you at 6:30 a.m. What happens? Half of them show up. You want to break the record because it makes you sound cool in front of everybody else, but no one's ever called you out for talking. And they're like, oh, you're right. So you have to call people out and let them back up their words, right? Through action. So anyway, so accountability is them tracking exactly what is the result drivers that make the business. So if you have someone that's doing what you do, whatever the things that you were tracking that yielded the biggest results, they should know that. They should know what's above average and what's below average. Third thing, what almost every company forgets is, what's number 3? Feedback. Now, you give them feedback based on their accountability sheet, and this is where you teach them one thing: how to be self-sufficient. You do not give them answers, you teach them how to get the answers. So feedback is every single week you give feedback on their accountability and how they did, and you teach them how to be self-sufficient and get them the best possible training. The biggest thing you can do is provide ongoing training for them. So they're always consistently getting better and better. So they start knowing the things that you're like, I don't think they know these things that you did. So they start knowing those. You share how you learn. You share how to be more self-sufficient. You continue to educate them. If you actually bring in some personal growth, you teach them. If you teach them something that makes them more self-aware, or you teach them something that gives them confidence, they will forever want to continue to learn from you. So our company wasn't about what we did sales-wise. They felt so a part of the movement, they were growing, that they wanted to stick with us, right? Does that make sense? So expectations, clear ones, and you'll get rid of, you want a culture that turns your C players to B players, and it pushes your B players to become A players. The A players pull the B players up, but it pushes the C and D players out. It pushes them out. They don't even want to work for you because they can't slack off and they can't do the little C player type stuff. Right? So you force the B players to become A players from the A players and the C players to keep pushing them. That's why you give proper expectations. This is not easy. You can't coast here. It's going to be tough, but the rewards are amazing.
Do you let them dictate? Do you let them come up with their own accountability measures, like what they want, and then you hold them to that, or do you try to set the parameter that you want them to be?
Well, you have to set the key point indicators because you know what moves the company. So there needs to be results that they get from you, that they give to you, that you know, if you look at it, you know they're doing their job. But their accountability can be from them, and you give them flexibility as long as they get results. This was a big key. They could do whatever they wanted if they were getting results. You don't want to be the old school manager was like, you have to be here, you have to. It's like, if they're getting results, they can do whatever they want. So people would tell me, why isn't Nancy at the meeting? She sold 20,000 last week. She's with her family. You sold nothing. Why are you even talking? I don't say that. It's like, she sold 20 grand. She can do whatever she wants. She's our #1 sales rep. Right? If you get results in life in general, when you get results, you have more leverage and power. So if you guys get results, you can do whatever you want. I'm here. You can come in 7 days a week. I'll always be here for you to help you, but never worry what someone else is doing, especially if you don't have results. Does that make sense though? That's kind of what the system was for us. Is once I taught people how to be self-sufficient, eventually they didn't need me. Because if you only give them things that you have, and you want to be like the ego guy that's like, I want to be able to teach them, they're always going to count on you. And then it's like Christmas morning, they're always waiting for like presents. They're like, I need more. And they're not self-sufficient. And then you can never travel or leave. You're always back in business. So that's why it's important to teach them where to get the information. Hey, there's a great audio book that I learned that taught me, you know how your accountability sheet was great, but right here on this part, you were a little bit below. I know you obviously want to get better. It's not your fault. What is it? You don't want to say it's not your fault, but this is how I got good at this. There was this amazing training. I'm going to get it for you because I value and I know you're going to be here long term. Then they watch it, they get better. And they're like, wow, this is amazing. Just from something he taught me and he showed me, I can get better. Then they want to go learn on their own. And before you know it, you're teaching a self-sufficient person. They're almost thinking like the CEO now. And another thing with training, teach your people to bring you solutions, not problems. So anytime someone brought me a problem, like everyone has problems. It's so easy to bring a problem. I want you to be a leader. I want you next time you have a problem, figure it out and just bring me 2 solutions. Always 2 solutions. Anyone can bring me a problem. But if you can bring me solutions, that makes you more valuable and a better leader. Now, what happens eventually in a couple months? What do you think? They don't bring you anything because they solve it. The statement I used to say is, do you mind if I hold you to higher standards? If they say no, it's like, let them do their thing. But it's like, do you mind? I value you. I know you can be a leader, but obviously you got to put in the work. Do you mind if I hold you to higher standards? Perfect. Most people say yes. I might call you out sometimes, but it's for your best interest. If they know you have their best interests in mind, they will ride or die for you.
Hey, what's up guys? If you like this video, I think you'll really enjoy these videos right here. And also please make sure you subscribe, hit the subscribe button below. We have a lot of amazing content coming out. See you guys soon.